Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And I've got a good one for you today. Because history repeats itself, guys, over and over again. And today's no different. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And today we have a sponsor, Patriot Gold Group. And I will talk about them a little later. But let's get right into it. If you remember, about 3 weeks ago, I came out to my late girlfriend's Prius, and the Prius had the catalytic converter stolen, and had to file a police report, had to go to file an insurance claim and deal with the car getting fixed. And I was very lucky because they had told me that the catalytic converter, for the age and the year of her car, that they had one left. And I thought, okay, that's crazy. So they fixed the car basically in a 3-day period, which was absolutely amazing. Well, guess what, guys? Why is the video late today? I woke up today to go film bright and early, 5:30 in the morning, and go to start the Prius, and the catalytic converter got stolen again. Okay? Unbelievable. Unbelievable, yes. So you gotta laugh, guys, because I'm furious, okay? And on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 50 right now. But called the insurance man. He laughed and said, just before you call the police, call claims and see what they want to do. But guys, can you believe that? So sorry the video's late. You know, not going to be ignored, Dan. Why are you late? Anyways, okay, that's the reason. So crime is rampant. Crime is awful. And even in the nice city of Huntington Beach, California, the car got hit again. Now, here's the funniest part of this whole thing. Thursday of this week, I have an appointment scheduled with the guard at the, someone to install a guard at the muffler shop, okay? Yeah, you can't make this up, guys. I'll see you Thursday. Yeah, it'd be great. Put the guard in. Nobody will steal that thing again. They stole it beforehand, okay? So you cannot make this stuff up, guys. So crime is epidemic. Crime is horrible. I had a meeting down here in San Diego, and this place is beautiful. I'm on the cliffs up here, and this is just stunning, overlooking the railroad tracks with the birds flying by. You just cannot make this stuff up. This is just absolutely stunning. The sun's finally coming out, but that's why the video is late today. A few things I wanted to talk about today was I have a friend of mine, Dave, who retired from the restaurant industry, and he has what he calls his recession indicator that is up right now. And that whenever the economy goes south, and in his lifetime, he said he saw it 8 times, he just retired, 8 times in the restaurant, in the food industry, the grocery store industry. If I said restaurant, I apologize. The grocery store industry, that the sale of top ramen, ramen noodles, cup of soup, things like that go through the roof, which is what's happening right now. You're seeing more and more of the inexpensive foods going up and in sales because people can't afford real meals right now. So they are putting their money any place they can right now. Okay, crazy. So I asked him, I was like, hey, what about the inexpensive meals, the frozen meals and the frozen burritos and things like that we see people buy so much of? And he said, oh, I'm not familiar with that. So I reached out to Jeremy, who is in the grocery business also, but he does frozen foods. And he says, oh yeah, Dan, they're through the roof right now. So the budget frozen dinners, like, the $2 frozen meals and stuff, those go through the roof right now. And they are going through the roof right now because people have no money because of the recession that we're not in yet. So people are preparing for something that's not happening right now. So it is happening. It's happening live right before our eyes. And, it's all around us. Chipotle is getting a lot of heat right now because they've added surcharges to the price of their foods when you order through the app. Remember, the app was convenience. And one thing that happens when you go to McDonald's now is when you go to the drive-thru, they say, hey, are you ordering through the app? And I'm thinking, no, I'm here. No, I'm not ordering through the app. What are you talking about? And I always correct them. No, what are you talking about? Well, they want you to order through the app. How lazy is that? They want you to order things through the app and then pick the location you're going to go pick the food up at. And a lot of these places have surcharges for that. And Chipotle's now got surcharges for that. That people, to say that they're unhappy with this is an understatement of all understatements. So housing prices have gone through the roof right now. The unaffordability of houses right now, National Board of Realtors, the National Board of Mortgages, also, Mortgage Association, excuse me, they are talking about the unaffordability of homes right now and how we have not seen this unaffordable ever in the history of since they kept records. And they're basically a month behind. The end of April saw the unaffordability of houses hit an all-time high, and it went up 0.5%. First-time home buyers cannot get into homes. People cannot afford the average house right now. The thing that's happening right now is I also spent the weekend with my foreclosure buddies talking about how you're starting to see properties get foreclosed on that are in construction. How would you like to be Mr. and Mrs. potential homeowner and your house a couple months behind? Okay, you put that deposit down and they don't have it done yet. But don't worry, they're in foreclosure. How about that? The builder's in foreclosure, getting foreclosure notices. And they had one that was, 13 lots. 11 of the 13 lots in this one tract were in foreclosure. And he posted all that. Now, Gannett should pull out of it. These people should pay their bills and everything should work out. But who knows? Okay? Who knows? But Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner have their money tied to that. So with real estate, this is buying season. This is the golden hour right now. Between now and the end of June is the best time of the year to buy property. You are seeing crazy things happen now. You're starting to see people that own properties that, that don't want to sell it, that want to sell, that can't get out of the properties that are carrying financing right now. So people that want to be crazy enough to get into a property, there's creative ways to do it right now more than ever. And people are doing houses under contract where basically you assume the existing loan, you take over their payment. What a recipe for disaster. I have a stepbrother that years ago, probably 25 years ago, wanted to get a new car, couldn't afford a new car, didn't have the credit, had a woman that had a lease on her car. So he's like, okay, I'll just take over your payments. Okay, only problem was he didn't make the payments very long. Okay, and she looked for it to the tune of 2 years. Okay, 2 years. And still haven't gotten the car yet? No, they haven't gotten the car yet. Are they looking for it? Yeah, they're looking for it, I think. But I just can't afford it right now. It took him breaking up with a girlfriend who was angry at him and, hey, where are you at these days? Let's get together. Oh, yeah, come on over, sure. And what's the address over there? And gave her the address. And then within 30 minutes, the car got popped by the people that own the car. And the old girlfriend called back, ha, I gotcha, which is still funny. And I just told that story recently. But that's what you're going to have happen more and more often. These people are going to take over somebody's existing home loan and just think it's not your credit that's getting messed up. It's their credit getting messed up. But we're out of the loan, honey. You're not out of the loan. The loan is in your name. It's like co-signing for somebody's car loan. It's a disaster. It is an absolute disaster doing this. So don't do it. Don't co-sign loans for anybody because it's as if you own it. And so many people co-sign for property and rent and things like that. And guess what? You're on the hook. So time and again. General Motors steps forward and they announce, hey, by 2035, we're going to be only electric vehicles. Woo, 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 woo. Not so fast. They just announced that they're going to be building a new Silverado truck that's gasoline powered and a diesel truck that's diesel powered. And kind of crazy. So they're going full force into that, and they're going to be expensive and they're going to be big. And this is cool. I'm in San Diego. As you walk down here, I'm on the railroad track, so we get to see this together live. So General Motors is going to have the new Silverado truck that they're making, which I don't know which way the train's coming. Oh, here it comes this way. Kind of cool. Even as a kid, I used to think how unsafe that was. So, okay, hurry up, you can cross the street now. So again, you're not going to have just green vehicles. It's going to be the Silverado and the diesel pickup truck that's going to be manufactured. The jobs report came out, and everything's fantastic. Everything's great. But artificial intelligence, here's a new category for you guys that they didn't have. In addition to how many times can Dan's car catalytic converter get stolen, how many times AI is going to be responsible for somebody losing their job? And they attribute 3,900 jobs were lost in the month of May based on artificial intelligence. That is a crazy figure, guys. So that's a new figure that you're going to start hearing every month. How many jobs were lost to artificial intelligence? I think that's amazing. Let's talk about our sponsor, Patriot Gold Group. You know, during this year, we have seen gold prices go up 8% already. There has never been a better time to get yourself into a safe haven investment like precious metals. You need to look at having an IRA or 401k that's backed by precious metals. The best place to do that is Patriot Gold Group. #1 rated with Consumer Affairs for 7 years in a row. They have the best customer service. Call them today at 888-330-1431 and they will answer all your questions. Look at what everyone is doing around the globe. Look at what central banks are doing. Look at what billionaires are doing. States, now more than ever, are saying that gold is currency. You need to have it in your portfolio and you need to protect yourself. JP Morgan just issued a warning saying you need to get out of stocks and you need to get into gold and cash. Okay? Look at precious metals, guys. Call Patriot Gold today before it's too late. 888-330-1431. Let them know that I allegedly sent you. There's absolutely no obligation, but contact Patriot Gold today. Here's a few energy stories that were sent to me. And the first one's out of Canada. And Suncor Energy is laying off 1,500 people because the company is underperforming. Their investment company, Elliott Investment, that's put a ton of money into the company, you need to do something. You need to do something now to create shareholder value. So let's ruin people's lives and get rid of them. So 1,500 people are going to lose their job to help these people make more money. And that's what's going to happen. So bye-bye, 1,500 people. You're going to lose your job at Suncor. Great story about solar panels. You know, I was in the solar industry for about an hour, but I saw enough to understand that I didn't like it because I thought there was a lot of shenanigans, and I could go on for an hour about this. And a couple things, inverters that only last 10 years that they put a 20-year warranty on. That's one. Solar panels that basically have a 25-year life and people finance it for 30 years. How does that work? Well, the big environmental problem that's about to happen with the solar industry is that they're going to have to recycle solar panels. And it's going to create an environmental mess is what they're talking about. So what do you do with that, guys? What do you do with that? And for those of you that have solar, I've only had about half a dozen people write me to tell me how, oh my gosh, we saved so much money, Dan. And it was inexpensive and we've paid it off. There's only been 6 people that have done that. If that's you, tell me your solar story that's so fantastic. OPEC, Saudi Arabia, they just announced that they're going to cut back on production of oil to raise prices. To quote, let me do their quote, to do anything to raise prices. Okay, well that's awesome, man. Let's raise some gas prices for the summer travel months. Okay, so You know, it's crazy. Final story, talking about investments, talking about planning. They did a survey for people. What's your biggest fear right now as you get older? You know what their biggest fear was? Not getting sick. Their biggest fear was running out of money in retirement and not having enough money to get by. So you need to look at that. You need to protect yourself and do this. And one final thing is that doctors are having problems with cancer drugs and shortages for cancer drugs right now. So they're rationing people to have daily treatment. From living with someone that had daily treatment for cancer, who, you guys, I saw a myriad of things. I saw intrathecal treatments that were in her head. I saw weekly chemo, daily chemo, oral chemo, cocktails. I saw it all. But the one thing that I told you about was to make sure you have enough of your drugs, whatever your ailment is, because there's going to be shortages. Now there's cancer drug shortages, and they're you know, putting up the flag a little early to say, hey, just to let you know, we may have to ration this. This is going to destroy people's lives and families' lives. Mark my words, because there's people that need to have these pills every day, and they're not going to get them. Communicate with your doctor. Ask questions. With your insurance company, demand them. You know, your auto insurance company, like I get to. So, lucky you. Happens to the best of us. So, please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm sorry the video was late today. I really am. I was all excited to get up here early and, you know, got to deal with the birds flying by one final time. There they are, right there. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the email list. Sign up for it, guys, because we're announcing the winners for Christmas in May this week. And you need to be on the email list because those are the people that are going to get notified first. Thank you for everything, guys, okay? And I'm sorry I was late today, okay? Be well.